Hey Garden Guardians, welcome to Angel Loves Garden. Peace and blessings to all. Let's get growing. Hey Garden Guardians, it's Angel aka Lily, and today is Saturday. And it has warmed up significantly. I think it's like 52 degrees out here in Virginia. Yay, zone A. And so I'm going to go ahead and start planting some of my trees. At least get these pear trees in the ground. Well, not in the ground. They're going to be in my containers, my 17-gallon containers, along with the other trees here in the Angel Loves Garden orchard. Now we're gonna go ahead and pot up these pear trees so they can sit out here in the orchard with the other trees. Let's do it. I'm gonna be using some of this Kellogg's garden soil. I ran out of the Coca-Cola, but I have a teeny little bit here in this that I might try to mix in with it. And I'll at least get the pear trees in. The other trees are smaller, so I can keep them in the house until I get ready to pot them up and actually I get some more soil, okay? I'm just keeping it real. Because I didn't realize I used a lot of the soil over in the raised bed area that I'm supposed to be using for my trees because I was waiting for my trees. But hey, it's all good. We're gonna get these pear ones in here right now. They're the tall, big ones from here, and they need to be potted. So let's do this. There's a little bit in here already. Almost forgot to do this. You know, we got that deal on that good Holly food at Lowe's, the clearance. So this is still the same one bag. I had 3 bags. I got 2 more bags left. And I use it in pretty much all of my plants. This has a lot of benefits. We're going to talk about it just briefly, but if y'all read the back of this bag here, it's got pretty much everything that you would need to put in your plants. There's nitrogen, it's got phosphorus, calcium, potassium. So it's got all of that in here, okay, and magnesium. So all the things that we add to our plants, like bone meal, it has feather meal, all of that is in this one bag, okay? So if y'all go to Lowe's and they still got some more of these, y'all get them, okay? I'm gonna bring y'all over here for a minute. You see this Kellogg's organic soil? It's very loose. Look how loose it is. Very loose. Even though it's been sitting in the rain and everything, it's very loose soil. But at the same time, it doesn't look super dry. So it should be good for our trees. And I've been using just like a half a bag in the buckets, putting the trees in them. So yeah, this is some good soil, and it doesn't have all that rocks and stuff in it like, you know, like the cheap soil does, or what that soil VA call it, caps. Yeah, that kind of soil. But you know, caps is wonderful too. All right, so let's get back to what we're doing. filled them. I filled them up about up to this ring. That's usually what I do. Fill it up to the ring right there. And I'm gonna mix some of this holly food in there. And I will put a teeny bit of cocoa in it. Because I mean this soil's so good. You can see how light it is. It's not as dense as like regular garden soil. So this should be good for the roots as it is. I probably don't need any cocoa in it. In fact, it probably got cocoa mixed in it already. So I'm definitely going to put the holly food in there just to help feed it, give it a good start, and put it in the hole before I put these in there. Did I even let you see the trees today? Alright. These are the Bartlett pear and the Moon Glow pear. I kept them in the same plastic that Stark Brothers sent them with. I rewrapped them in tissue paper and kept it damp until I was able to bring them out here today, because it's been raining for the past 2 days. So they're ready to go into their new home. Okay, get them roots going good. So that's what we're working on now. Hopefully y'all can see that. Let's move this soil out of the way for a minute. I use this all the time. I try to reuse things, but this is like an old protein jar that my son used when he was lifting weights and all this stuff. So, you know, I recycled it. I put some cocoa in it, rehydrated it with that warm 511 water, just a little bit 511 and some warm water. And this is how I start my seeds, with this container, because it expands and my seeds really like it. So there's a lot in here. Take it out. I'm gonna scrape some in here, a teensy bit. I mean, like I said, I think this probably already has some type of cocoa or something in it. Peat moss is really loose, but also just because it has the 511 in it, I'm gonna scrape some in here. Put it down. Put it down in the hole. Don't put that much. I don't plan on putting a whole lot of fertilizers in these trees, just like in the beginning when I'm starting them off. Some in here, a little bit at the top, and I'm gonna roll with that because they seem to be liking it the way I do it. Don't put a whole bunch in there right now. I mean, I just started them off with a lot, but I don't really put any more in it for a while. They didn't feel good pretty much already. At least the plum trees seem happy. They're starting to grow. That second one is coming out of dormancy finally. It won't do nothing. But now I see the buds are getting green on them. I don't need to put a whole bunch of coco coir in it like I did with the other ones, because that other soil was dense and cheap. So I mixed coco coir with it to help lighten it for the roots. But this, let me see what this has in it actually. Let's see what's in it. This also has nitrogen. Lots of nitrogen in it. Phosphates and potassium. So there we go. It's feeding it as well. This organic, Kellogg's organic soil. I have a feeling it has coco coir in here somewhere. Let me see. Oh, look at here. Y'all see that? This has worm castings, poultry manure, chicken manure, feather meal, egg worm castings, bat guano, and kelp meal. Okay, so look. These trees are gonna be eating good already from the get-go. You don't have to put a whole bunch of fertilizers and stuff in it when you first plant your trees, because a lot of the soil already has it in there. I did put a little extra in there. But a little something like this. Both of these together should be like a, and the 511 should be like a boom tackle to it, okay? They should be happy for a while. Get a little hole in here. See? We're gonna get these trees and untie them. See, like they're still damp. Hopefully they are. But they said you wanted them to remain dormant until you can put them in the ground. Y'all see that? Maybe. Let's see. Can you see it better? Put them in the trash bag inside of one of these buckets. Had it in the cool area in the house. But they're also inside the bag they came in from Stark Brothers. Open it up. And it said to make sure you leave the paper on it, the roots. But the paper was falling all off of it, so, you know, got my little side hustle business. I had tissue paper, so I just put some tissue paper on it, keep them damp. So they are still damp, so the roots should be fine. I'll take this tissue paper off. Both bare root trees, so they've never been in a pot. And I'm not putting them in the ground, I'm putting them in a pot. The roots, they look good. We're gonna leave that on there. That probably will break down anyway over time. See why it wouldn't. See that nice little roots. This is the Bartlett pear. We're gonna go ahead and plant it first. Scoot you over for a minute. And everywhere that I've seen on YouTube and explanations, you want to plant them up to where the knuckle is, or the soil. From what I understand, it's like right here from where it comes off. So no further than right here is what you should plant it. So that's what I'm going to do. Get that there so they have a good start. I can use my hands. Mix in there good. A little deeper right now. easy to plant because I got used to how to plant some trees now. It might be a little easier to plant than the other ones now. So I put it in there. This is like the knuckle part, but I didn't plant it all the way up here. I'm probably going to put a little bit more soil in it just to make sure it's nice and stable and sort of mounded around here. But yeah, I think that's good right there. And it looks like it's trying to get some little buds coming out on the sides already too. So it looks like we planted it right at the right time. So, can y'all see that in there? Did I show it to you? I have it planted not all the way up to the knuckle, but right here. Okay. So, let's get the other one in, and then we'll try to backfill some soil to make sure they're in there sturdy. So that's the Bartlett. This is the Moon Glow pear. Again, we got two because you need two pear trees in order to get pollination. They have to pollinate each other. And when I looked at Stark Brothers, they're really good. They tell you which trees pollinate which ones you should get. So it has like a couple of different pear trees you can get that pollinate each other. This paper is going to break down. I don't really have to take all of it off. But I don't want anything binding these roots. I'm going to take this paper off. See that root? You see it's red. Interesting. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put it in the ground. And we're going to water these really good too today. Just to make sure they have a lot of good water. But look at that red on there. That's kind of awesome. I like that. I bet it tastes delicious. We're going to see, yeah. And you can see the knuckle here is right there. So we don't plant it up any farther than right here. So you can see that. This one in. Stitch it out some. This one down in there. You see it? That one's down in there good again. A little bit more soil is going to go in here for both of them. So let's do that. So these are planted, and I mounded them up a little bit around the trunks because I can't remember exactly who or where I said it. I saw somebody say it. I don't know if it was Grow Family Network, and he may have said it, but I put a little mound right around the trunk as well. And if I need to, I'll put more soil in here if I feel like they need a little more. But I think they're doing good. I pretty much did the same thing with the other ones, the plum trees. So yeah, that's what we're doing. And I'm gonna do a little bit more of the holly fruit, sprinkle a little bit more just on the top like I did the other ones. And I actually mulched the other ones in with some coco coir and also some leaves. I don't know if I need to do that with these now this time of year, but if I find a need to do it, I will. Just a little bit around here. Again, the soil, the holly food, all of it has fertilizer in it. I think that's a good start for it. And I think that's it. Well, maybe nothing else for these pear trees. Not right now anyway, besides water them in. We're gonna situate them a certain way. That's just the OCD, y'all. Make sure they're sitting up. Mounding out still. I want to give them the best possible chance at survival. It looks like the other trees I have are doing pretty decent. So yeah, that's sitting up nice and tall. It should catch the sun really good. Because this side of the house doesn't have too much tree cover, so it should get plenty of sun in the afternoon. Like now, the sun is starting to hit this side of the house. Alright, they look good to me. Don't have them too close to the wall, but this part of the wall seems to drain. There's like a little drainage area that'll go down and run down my. This house has the shard. The water tends to run down because it's slanted that way. So there's like a little like drainage. So the plants and the trees, as they get too wet, the water won't sit here. They'll drain down, which is good. And they should be happy here together. Yes, Bartlett and Moon. Hello. Alright. So the last thing we're going to do is water them in. I don't think y'all want to see me water these. Because I mean, watering stuff, it's okay, but everybody does that, so it's nothing exciting. But this is all I've done today. Well, I wanted to make sure I got the big trees out here because, like I said, I can see where they're already looking like they're coming out of dormancy. And I wanted to make sure they got to their homes before they did that. Alright now. So I will talk to you guys later on the next video. Thanks for joining me with potting up my pear trees. Once I'm finished with the orchard and potting up all of the trees, I'll do an update because I have to get the cranberries in. I have to get the lemons straight and also the lime tree. So yeah, but we're gonna get it done. Okay, like I said, by mid-April we're gonna be finished. We're gonna be looking in the yard, enjoying it, and harvesting. Mostly harvesting. Okay, harvest is the goal. So thank you again for joining me. Thanks for joining me here, Angela's Garden. I know I kind of look like a hot mess, but you know, whatever. I'm gardening and I love it, and it's nice out today. There's a little sneak peek. Y'all might get a little sneak peek of some of the other things that's going on with the orchard and the other vegetables today too. Thanks again for dropping by. Y'all stay blessed. Bye.